Okay, welcome to my class, everyone. I'm glad you're here. Let's get to it. So starting on your mat, if you have blocks, then place them about like a quarter or three-quarters of the way back on your mat. If you don't have blocks, you can roll up a towel for some block back action. Lay yourself down so that your shoulder blades are on top of your blocks or your towel. And then if this doesn't feel okay with your head going back, then you can place a blanket under it or a pillow or something. And then this will be less intense if you have your legs bent. If you want more sensation, then you can straighten out your legs. I prefer to have my legs bent. Opening up your chest. If this doesn't feel good, you can take it out or kind of adjust. Maybe a little bit higher, maybe a little bit lower. You know your own body and what feels good for you. Try and relax into this moment, letting go of the day thus far. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Filling up your belly. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Cradling your head with your hands, rolling up, supporting your body, taking the blocks to the side, but keeping one handy. For Dhanurasana, so go to your hands and knees and then sit back on your block. Your knees are together. You can also do this without a block if you have the flexibility. Sitting down and then taking your hands behind your back and interlacing them, or if you can't straighten your arms when they're interlaced, like taking a scarf or a belt or something just to bridge that gap. So opening up your chest while also keeping your ribs hidden and knitted in. Good. Release. And sitting up, so you're on your knees, and then I call this the matrix. I think other people call it the matrix too, but leaning back and then leaning forward, leaning back like you're trying to dodge bullets. I actually just watched the Matrix the other day. Activating your quads, pushing into your feet, getting a little stretch there in your feet. Just one more. Release. Move your block to the side. But keep them kind of handy. Pushing into your hands, adjust your pointer fingers so they're pointing forward. Inhale, drop your belly. And exhale, arch your spine. Inhale, drop your belly. Exhale, arch your spine. Just going with your own breath, your own pace. Inhale, arch your spine. And exhale, drop your belly low. After your last cow, come to a neutral position. Knees come together. Hips sit down, arms reach to the back of your mat. Your child's pose, your knees together. Rolling your forehead back and forth on the ground if that feels good. For me, that feels really good. Okay. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Taking your hands under your shoulders, walking them out. Tucking your toes, hips up and back, downward dog. Walk your feet out, walk through your feet. Bend one leg and then the other. Still pushing strong through your hands. Nice. Work through your feet. Shake your head out. Good. Walking slowly, slowly, slowly to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll all the way up. Hands reach up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands at heart center. And release them to your sides, Tadasana. Taking a moment here to root down. Lengthen through your spine. And breathe. In through your nose. And out through your mouth. Thinking of one thing that you're thankful for. One thing that's good in your life. Okay. Inhale, hands reach up. Exhale, forward fold, dive down. Inhale, halfway lift, straighten spine. And exhale, right leg steps back, right knee comes down, hands reach up. It's a little bit different. We're going to do that clasp again we just did behind. Taking your dominant clasp. Nice. Reaching out through your hands. And release. Hands come down, back toes tuck. Left foot comes to the back of your mat, downward dog. Come forward to plank. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, push up, baby cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes, hips up and back, downward dog. Right leg reaches up and back, knee to nose, hands between your hands. Left knee comes down, left toes come down, hands reach up. And then come behind your back for clasp, taking your non-dominant clasp, so the one that feels a little funky. And breathing. Stretching out through your hands. Hands come down. Back toes tuck. Step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll all the way up. Hands reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Straighten spine. Exhale, left leg steps back. Left knee comes down. Hands reach up. Finding that clasp behind your hands. Behind your back. Doing your dominant clasp. Reaching strong through your hands. Release your hands. Right foot steps to the back of your mat. Downward dog. Come forward to plank. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, push up, baby cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes, hips up and back. Downward dog. Left leg reaches up and back. Knee to nose, clasp between your hands. Knee comes down, hands reach up. And then finding that clasp, your non-dominant clasp, your wonky clasp. Good work. Reach out through your hands, stretching through your chest. Hands come down, back toes tuck, step to the top of your mat. Inhale out the left. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll all the way up, hands reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Straighten spine. Exhale, right leg steps back. Dhanurasana. Hands reach up. And find your clasp. Good. Stick with it. You got it. Hands come down. Back toes tuck. Left foot steps to the back of your mat. Downward dog. Come forward to plank. This time you can do chaturanga if you'd like. Upward dog. And release all the way down. Hands reach to the back of your mat. And your legs Reach up as your chest rises. Shavasana. Nice reach, reach, reach. Palms are facing in. And release. Hands come under your shoulders. Toes tuck. Hips up and back. Downward dog. Right leg reaches up and back. Knee to nose. Place between your hands. Back knees come down. Hands reach up. And then find your non-dominant clasp. Stretching through your chest. Release. Hands come down, back toes tuck. Step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll all the way up. Hands reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left leg steps back. Left knee comes down. Hands reach up. And find your clasp. Your dominant clasp. Good work. Push into your back foot if you're having trouble balancing. Hands come down. Right foot meets your left to the back of your mat. Downward dog. Come forward. Exhale all the way down to chaturanga. And then upward dog or cobra. And release. All the way down. Hands reach back. Chest lift. As your feet lift. Reach, reach, reach. Palms are reaching towards each other. Good. Neck is long. And release. Hands come under your shoulders. Toes tuck. Hips go up and back. Downward dog. Left leg reaches up and back. Knee to nose. Place between your hands. Right knee comes down. Hands swing up. And find your non-dominant clasp. If you're getting mixed up with your clasp, that's completely okay. Don't worry about it. Nice. Release your hands, tuck your toes, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll all the way up. Hands reach up. Exhale, hands at heart center. Nice work. Whew. Definitely built some heat. Feeling warmed up. Inhale, hands reach up. Dhanurasana. Exhale, forward fold. Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or hop to the back of your mat. Downward dog. And then take or leave your vinyasa. If you're taking it, come forward with me. You can lower all the way down or halfway to chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Beautiful. Nice job. Come forward to plank. Lower all the way down. And then we're going to do Savasana with swinging arms. So if you have something in front of you, you might want to move it a little bit. Okay. So it's like you're doing a breaststroke if you're familiar with that. So chest is up, feet are up, and you're swimming. Imagine you're in a beautiful lake with mountains all around, swimming through it. The water is nice and cold, but not too cold. Swim, 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 and release. And we're swimming again. Swim, 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 swim. Nice work. Get to the island in the middle. You got it. And release. Hands come under your shoulders, toes tuck, hips up and back. Downward dog. And take or leave your vinyasa. If you're taking it, come forward with me to plank. Exhale all the way down or halfway. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Take a couple breaths here. In through your nose. And out through your mouth. In through your nose. And out through your mouth. Right leg reaches up and back. Knee to nose. Place between your hands. And adjust your left foot. So it's warrior one foot. So your heel comes down and then your toes are pointing to this left top corner of your mat. Hands reach up. Both hips are pointing forward. If you need to adjust your stance, adjust your stance. Sometimes it can help to have some space between your feet so you're not on a tightrope. Reach your hands high. Good. Reach, reach, reach. Bend into your back leg. Launch up. So you're standing on one leg and your foot is behind you. You're going to find that little calf or quad stretch. Good. Oh, this feels so good. If you're not feeling it, then you might try and get your knees kind of in line with each other. Good. And then you might want blocks or something in front of you. We're heading to standing splits. So lift your leg, left leg reaches up and behind you, pointed toes. Hands can be on blocks or the ground. Release your head, let your head drop off. If you want more of a challenge, then go to grab your ankle. Some days you might have it, some days you might not. Nice. As you stand up, your left knee comes to your chest. It's okay if you fell over. And then crosses over your left leg. So we're heading to eagle. So both your quads are crossing each other. And if you can, wrap your foot around. If not, don't worry about it. It should just go for one wrap. Woo. And then, so left leg, so your left arm reaches under your right. I even got confused for a second for eagle arms. If you don't want to do eagle arms, you can just take hands at heart center. Nice, sit deep. You got it. And release, come to forward fold, Dhanurasana. Taking your hands under your feet, just sliding them in from the toe side. It's okay if your legs are bent. If you can straighten, go for straighten. Dhanurasana. And release. Step or hop to the back of your mat. Downward dog. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Left leg reaches up and back. Knee to nose comes between your hands. Back heel grounds down into warrior one foot. So your back foot is pointing to the upper right corner. Both of your hips are pointed forward. Arms are reaching tall. Again, adjust your feet if it didn't quite turn out right or doesn't feel good for you, just as necessary. Reach, reach, reach. And then bend into your right leg, launch up. You're standing on one leg, your foot is behind you, and then take your foot to your right hand for your quad stretch. Adjusting your knees so they're together. Still breathing. Nice work. And you might want blocks, or you can take the ground with your hands as your right leg reaches up. Right foot is pointed. And then if you want a little bit more, you can grab your ankle. Nice. Drop your head down. Release your head. A lot of these times I find my neck kind of like kinked. So release it down. And then as you stand up, right knee comes to your chest. And taking that eagle, your quads are crossing over each other. You can take one wrap, or if you have it, Go for that second wrap. Right hand comes under your left, cross it, and then your palms can come together. Sitting deep into that left leg. Nice. It's been a little bit since I've done eagle. It's fun. Nice, sitting deep. And release. Come forward, Uttanasana. Forward fold. And then finding that Padahastasana with your hands under your feet. Letting your head shake out. It's okay if your legs are bent. I have a really long torso, so these bends are easier for me to touch the ground. Most of my height is in my torso. I have short legs. Nice work. Take your hands out from your feet and step or hop back. Downward dog. And take or leave your vinyasa. If you're taking it, come forward with me. Exhale, lower all the way down or halfway. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Come forward to plank and lower all the way down. So for our peak pose today, we're heading to bow. So you can do one leg at a time and reach like this, or you can do both legs. So I'm grabbing the pinky side of my foot, and as my legs pick up, my chest rises. Good. Knees are together. You can. And release. If one was good for you, then just flip over, head to downward dog. If you want another one, take another one. Grab your legs and push into them. Kick, kick, kick into your legs. And release. Tuck your toes, hips up and back, downward dog. Come forward, hands and knees. And I always like a block for this. So I take a block, put it under my hips. And then right leg crosses over your left. Gomukhasana. So you're trying to stack your knees. This pose looks very different for different people. My partner, his is more like this kind of, which is fun. We're all at different places in our practice. Good. And I like another block under my knee. If that suits you, take that. Sitting tall. Thinking of another thing that you're grateful for. Something that you really enjoy. Okay, release. Heading to the other side. Cross your left leg over your right. If you did the opposite the first time, don't worry about it. Okay. Stacking your knees. Sitting up tall. Settling. Breathing into places that are tight. That are gripping. Release. Take your blocks to the side. Legs come out to the sides. It can be really helpful to have a blanket or a pillow under your hips. And slowly reach forward for a mild forward fold. I like to kind of sway back and forth. That feels good in my body. So toes are pointed up, knees are pointed up. The tendency is usually either to turn them in or out, so just keep an eye on it. With your hands back in. Feet come together, knees are apart, and walking your hands back, Supta Baddha Konasana. Hands can be on your body or at your sides. You can stay here for Savasana or head to another posture that suits you better. I think I'm gonna stay here. Take a big deep breath in through your nose. Deep breath out through your mouth. I'm gonna quiet down for a bit. Allow us to rest. Take a big deep breath in through your nose. Deep breath out through your mouth. Big deep breath in through your nose. Deep breath out through your mouth. Biggest breath you've taken all day. And release. Rolling to one side or the other. And then slowly, when you're ready, using your hands to push yourself up to a seated position. Your hands at heart center. Thank you so much for taking the time to take this class with me. I really appreciate you. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.